Hey guys, it's Tyler, the Rustic Nerd Dad. I'm just going to be doing a video on some resin prints I've been working on, specifically Marvel related. So, as you can see behind me, I've got my Captain America suit, and one of the things that I've been working on is suit upgrades. So here, I've got some scales that I've printed in translucent resin. Very, very nice quality. This file's from DO3D. I will be making a mold of the different scale sections that for the suit, and I'll be casting them in urethane rubber and tinting them to match the suit. And some people are wondering, well, why aren't you doing it as one one whole print? And well, first of all, my printer's not big enough. And secondly, I want to use these scales for more than just that specific Captain America suit. So I'll be able to cast very specific scale sets that I need for my projects. With that, I have a reprinted shoulder bell. So these scales just kind of sit into the shoulder bell. Again, from DO3D. I will be reprinting this scale set. I'm going to keep it, but I'm going to reprint it so that I have another one, just to see if I can get an ever so slightly cleaner set to go with this one. And then I'll be making a mold of the shoulder bell trim and the scales in two separate molds. That way I can cast them in two different colors if I want to, do whatever I need to for my projects, because I do have some custom projects coming. Next, I have my Winter Soldier face mask, and here's the Winter Soldier goggles. I'm sure you can hear my son freaking out in the background there. He's upset about something. He's a toddler. But anyways, here's the the Winter Soldier goggles and the mask. This was one of the first prints on my new 3D printer, and did not turn out the way I'd like to, because I had this resting right on the bed. So I'm probably going to reprint these with strictly supports underneath and not touching the bed. That way I can get a cleaner finish. I mean, either way it looks pretty good. I mean, with some elbow grease I could probably get it the way I want. But yeah, it sits perfectly. You know, probably looks a little bit funky on my face, but fits perfectly. I'm very happy with it. I didn't have to change any scales whatsoever, or I didn't have to change the scaling of this whatsoever. And as you can see, it was printed in three pieces, but still has some amazing quality detail to it. And that was these have all been printed on the Anycubic Photon Mono, by the way. Here's my White Wolf Bucky palm. Can't fit my hand in there, but that's okay. I wanted it as close to the size of my actual palm as possible because, again, I'm going to be making a mold and casting and rubber for what I'm doing. I have all the, finger pieces printed to go along with it. But really, really nice detail. Again, all I'm going to have to do to finish this up is hit it with some filler primer and go over with some high grit sandpaper. Nothing too extensive, which is nice. But yeah, so that's the primary Marvel stuff I have going on. I'll take the camera over and I'll show you pretty much how the scale pieces will be sitting on my Captain America suit. All right, so we're over at the suit. So if you follow me on TikTok, you may have seen this already. But I'm throwing this on YouTube for those that don't have TikTok or Facebook or what have you. So this is pretty much where these scales are gonna be sitting, is for at least this specific set, once they're molded and cast. And it'll be taking place of these screen printed scales underneath. So once I have a cast and rubber scale set, I'm just gonna be putting them right here, basically under this collar. You know, it goes all the way up there. So, I mean, oops, these scales will be able to tuck under there a little bit so that you can't really see, you know, where it finishes or where it ends. I'll clip that on in a second. But yeah, so as you can see with the suit, it's got these screen printed texture on it, which isn't super accurate. And I'm trying to get it a little bit better looking. One of the other things I'm going to be doing is, actually I've started, is my wife is going to be on Photoshop making a template for the Starburst area. So she'll be making it with the trim, you know, kind of like what you saw in the 3D print there. There's a little bit of trim going on, so she's going to make a template so that I can cut it on the Cricut on multiple levels and layers, and then I can put that together, make a mold, and then throw the cast on here. And then moving over to the shoulder, we have our shoulder bell. Actually, I'm going to move this out of the way here. So just try to switch hands. I know it's kind of messy looking here. All right, so I switched hands here. But yeah, so this shoulder bell will be sitting here once I take the kind of leather looking one off. It'll be sitting here like so. I like how this print came out, even though I had to print it in 2 pieces. It won't take very much to fill that, like sand that and prime it and get it ready for molding. But as you can see in this tiny little corner here, the scales didn't go all the way that I needed to on the initial print. I'm going to keep these just in case, because you never know, I could always make another secondary mold. But I am going to reprint, I'm going to reprint the scales in the translucent resin. And now that I've gotten a better idea of how to situate the files on the print bed. But yeah, that was the basic update. You know, I've got a few things going on. I've got a lot of different resin prints going on. If you ever have any questions, feel free to drop it in the comments, and I'll do my best to respond when I can. Or, you know, do a video response, or you can always check out my TikTok, Instagram, Facebook page. I usually have a lot of other information on there too, so you might be able to find the answers you're looking for. But yeah, if you are interested in the files, you can check out the link in the description. It will be a link to do3d.com where I get my files from, or at least these specific files. Again, scaling, for me, just about perfect. So I'm very happy, and I'm happy with the details. I've basically been able to do pretty much plug and play with them. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will have another video up very soon talking about lightsaber pieces. So feel free to check that video out as well. Take care, guys.